Next question. Small businesses are critical to the health and development of our neighborhoods. What needs to be done to promote district development at this level? Mr. Orange?
Well, one thing that we need to do, and I would look at the example when I became chairman of the Committee on Government Operations, we ascertained that the agencies were not spending 50% of their budgets with our local small disadvantaged businesses, which is prescribed by law. If you check the record, I've took that spending with our local small disadvantaged businesses, which are now CBEs, from $98 million to $481 million of spending. If you look at we just broke ground for the Rhode Island Avenue Metro development the other day, and what's key about that is 70,000 square feet of retail. I negotiated that 10% of that goes to the local businesses when I was on the council. They're just now breaking ground now. So we have to make sure we have somebody at the table that understands how it operates and follows the dollar. You must follow the dollar and make sure it gets to where it's supposed to be.
Mr. Brown?
Thank you. Well, there's been no greater champion in small businesses than myself. Making sure that we first change the frame of references to use local businesses here in the District of Columbia. I've introduced close to 10 to 13 bills that are now law to strengthen our local small disadvantage program, created a new Department of Small and Local Business, but did something that did not happen for years, and that's bring development to our neighborhoods. Everyone focused on downtown, but how about in our small business corridors where people are suffering? How about over on Minnesota Avenue, on Martin Luther King Avenue, on Rhode Island Avenue, on North Capitol Avenue, on Upper Georgia Avenue? And for the first time, every single main street in the District of Columbia has been funded every single year. You now see people walking up and down the street with broom and dustpans, keeping it clean like you see downtown. I introduced a small business incentive act, which would allow small businesses to get tax incentives for hiring local residents. We've actually have a real accountability in our auditor's office, ensuring that when promises are made on DC contracts, they are actually kept. And last but not least, it's not about contracts, it's how much money went into their bank account. And for the first time, there's some true accountability to the laws that I've introduced and authored here.